Alright. Hey, what's happening, everyone? I am the Dragon God of Gaming, Damian-D.Dragon, and welcome to another episode of the Gaming News, where I run a list of all the gaming news, facts, rumors, trivias, and everything coming out the gaming industry this week. This week I was supposed to be talking about the GTA 6 launch and everything else that came with it. Not the launch, but you know what I mean. The GTA leaks and the trailer and everything. But something else came up that I thought needed a little bit more because Lord knows I've been talking about GTA 6 for a while now. So today we're going to be talking about the E3 Expo dying. So let's just jump straight in, shall we? I'm going to be reading this a little bit from off the Washington Post. This is written by Gene Park. So let's just talk about it, shall we? The Electronic Entertainment Expo, which was once the gaming industry's biggest convention and media platform, is officially dead. After more than 2 decades of hosting an event that has served as central showcase for the U.S. and global video game industry, the Entertainment Software Association (ESA) has decided to bring E3 to a close, said Stanley Pierre-Louis, president and CEO of the nonprofit trade association that represents the game industry's interest in the United States. A mix of new competitors, partner withdrawals, changing audience and habits, and pandemic-era disruptions led to E3's collapse, ending years of attempts to resuscitate the event, which began in 1995. We know the entire industry, players and creators alike, have a lot of passion for E3. We share that passion. We know it's difficult to say goodbye to such a beloved event, but it's the right thing to do given the new opportunities our industry has to reach fans and partners. Those new opportunities include online video news conferences that feed information directly to audiences without the costs associated with attending a trade show, including both fees, travel expenses, and strict deadlines for presentations. In 2011, Nintendo paved the way by creating the Direct format, a video news conference announcing a new game and products. Indeed. In 2018, Sony PlayStation's decision to leave the event started a domino effect of other vendors and companies pulling their attendance. Just over a year later, former E3 collaborator and journalist Jeff Keighley announced that he quit helping the ESA with the show, and since then has successfully engineered his own separate events for showcases such as Summer Game Fest. He has also built up the showcase format in the annual Game Awards, including including the one that took place Thursday. Anyway, I'm not gonna read this whole thing. I would like you guys to go and read the rest of the post yourselves. It'll be linked down in the description. But I do want to talk a little bit about EA. Well, not EA, E3. Sorry, my bad. One is beloved. The other one has a lot to be desired. So E3, I can understand why it went the way it did. There's just there's so much cost in putting together E3 every year, but the companies can save time, money, expense just doing it themselves. And in all honesty, I think it's best how E3 went. Like, I would have said, hey, it could be, good to put on one last event for all time's sakes and, you know, having it go the way it needs to. But it's not going to go that way. It's never going to go that way. E3 was an outdated format, which I can understand that. I think shows that you have to directly go to enjoy is a little bit more outdated now. It's much easier for people like Nintendo, Xbox, PlayStation, for them to just run their own stuff on and just have it, fed directly to everybody and let them tune in on certain days. It's simple, and I think it's a simple format to follow. E3 had its heyday. And yeah, there's going to be a part of everyone who really misses E3, but there are, I think, cons and events like that, like such as E3, where you got to go and check out everything, is more meant for a lot more different approaches, like TwitchCon or you know Comic Con, something like that, where people have a little bit more left to enjoy rather than going to just see games being announced. I understand that's a very good thing to do, and believe me, I tuned into E3 a lot of times. But I think that E3 was on its way out the door even before the whole, pandemic hit. And it has done various goods over the years, but I think that it just finally outweighed itself, and it was time for it to go. There was new media that has, claimed the format as more than just a show, and there was a lot more expectations for it, but it just didn't pan out that way, and a lot of companies did see that there was a lot more money to be made and more, you know, it's better to have run it as their own private show than spend the time to set up something for another person's show, which is a smart thing to think about, all things considered. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that it's not a good idea for E3 to have died the way it did, or do you think that it still has some relevancy or you know, there is room in the world for the show alongside of like Nintendo Direct, State of Play, and all that? Let me know. I want to hear you guys' thoughts. But yes, uh, I keep on saying it, and I'm sorry. But next time I will be talking about the GTA 6 stuff. I'm sorry, but I think there are some things that need to take more precaution, because every other week or so there is something big that's happening in the gaming world, and again, my job is to cover it. Anyway, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for listening. I appreciate you, and I hope everyone enjoyed. As I said, down in the description down below is the post that you guys can go and look at and review my work. And also down in the description down below is all of our lovely and beautiful content creators. Go check them all out. They are a lovely bunch of coconuts. And I can guarantee you that if you guys like my stuff, you guys are going to like theirs. So go check them out. Well, with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much. And I hope everyone enjoyed. But until then, peace. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, friendos.